Little Miss Shy by Roger Hargreaves. Hello boys and girls, today we're going to read Little Miss Shy by Roger Hargreaves. Are you ready? Are you sitting comfy? Okay, let's get started. Little Miss Shy by Roger Hargreaves. Little Miss Shy just couldn't help it. Being shy, that is. She was terribly, desperately shy. She was so shy it hurts, which is why they call it painfully shy. If at any time at all, anyone at all said anything at all to her, she blushed like a beetroot. There's Little Miss Shy blushing. She lived all alone in a little house quite a long way from where you live. In fact, quite a long way from where anyone lives. Thimble Cottage. There's Miss Shy, and she is living in Thimble Cottage. Little Miss Shy was so shy she just couldn't bring herself to leave her little cottage. She never went shopping. The thought of walking into a shop and asking for something was absolutely terrifying. So she grew her own food in the garden of Thimble Cottage and lived a very quiet life. Very, 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 very quiet indeed. Bang, bang, bang! Little Miss Shy, who was having breakfast in the kitchen of Thimble Cottage, dived under the table in terror. But it was only the postman knocking at the door. "Anyone home?" he called. Little Miss Shy, under the table, put her hands over her ears and shut her eyes. There's the postman coming to Thimble Cottage. She must be out, thought the postman to himself, and pushed the letter he was carrying under the door and walked away. Little Miss Shy waited and waited and waited until the sound of his footsteps had died away. And then she waited some more. In fact, she spent most of that day under her kitchen table. It was dark by the time Little Miss Shy dared to come out. There's Little Miss Shy hiding under her table. There it was on the doormat, the very first letter she'd had in the whole of her life. She opened it cautiously. It was from Mr. Funny. "You are invited," said the letter, "to a party," it went on Saturday, it said, at 3 o'clock. It added, "It's going to be fun, fun, fun." There's Little Miss Shy reading the letter. Little Miss Shy was horrified. She looked at the letter again. "I can't go," she thought. "There'll be people there." People! In the whole wide world, there was absolutely nothing that frightened Little Miss Shy as much as the thought of people. She worried about it all night long. But the following morning she'd made a decision. "I'll have to go," she thought. It wouldn't be polite not to. But 5 minutes later she changed her mind. And 5 minutes later she changed her mind back again. But 5 minutes later, guess what happened? That's right. She didn't sleep that night at all. The following day was Friday, and that Friday Little Miss Shy changed her mind 144 times. That's how many 5 minutes there are in a day. She was going to the party. She wasn't going to the party. She was going to the party. She wasn't. She was. She wasn't. It was a very long day. And that Friday night was even worse than Thursday night had been. She didn't sleep a wink, not even half a wink. Saturday morning came and went. Sunday lunchtime came and went. Little Miss Shy just couldn't eat a thing. 1 o'clock in the afternoon came and went. 2 o'clock in the afternoon came and went. And then 3 o'clock, the party time came. There it is. It's 3 o'clock on the clock there. There's Little Miss Shy looking at the time. 3 o'clock came and went. Poor little Shy didn't. She couldn't. She just sat there. A tear rolled down her cheek. "Oh, I do wish I wasn't so shy," she sobbed. 4 o'clock came. There was a loud knock at the door. Little Miss Shy hid behind her chair. The door opened, and in walked Mr. Funny. "I knew you wouldn't come," he laughed, looking at her behind the chair, "so I came to take you." Little Miss Shy blushed and blushed and blushed. "Come on," Mr. Funny, seizing her by her hand. "You'll enjoy it once you're there." And he marched the blushing little lady off to the party. So there's Mr. Funny and Little Miss Shy. Everybody was there. Little Miss Shy didn't feel very well, but everyone talked to her and everyone was very nice, and gradually, the longer the party lasted, bit by bit, little by little, eventually, guess what happened? She stopped blushing and she actually started to enjoy herself. I told you so, laughed Mr. Funny. Little Miss Shy nodded and giggled. She was having the time of her life, and only blushing a bit. And do you know who she met? She met at the party? Mr. Quiet. I used to be shy like you, he said. Little Miss Shy looked at him. I don't believe you, she giggled. And then she thought, would you like to come to Thimble Cottage for tea tomorrow, she said. Mr. Quiet looked at her. Me, he said, blushing like a beetroot. Tea, he said, blushing like 2 beetroots. Tomorrow, he said, blushing like a whole sack full of beetroots. It's Mr. Quiet and Little Miss Shy. And then he fainted. Poor Mr. Quiet. That's Little Miss Shy by Roger Hargreaves.